Hey, it's me, Zayfo Beeblebrox, the British Tech Guru. Now, I bought these 4 magazines last week. I haven't looked at them yet. And let's have a look at this Linux magazine first. Were they worth the $72 I paid for the 4 magazines? Well, let's see. We have a blah blah editorial, lots of adverts, an open source DVD which is rather good, some news which is not that interesting, to be honest. Yeah, something about launching a GitHub repository. Well, yeah, GitHub is... Problem with GitHub is half the stuff on GitHub is rubbish. So yeah, and I needed to know how to do a GitHub thing. There's an article about how to use GitHub in applications. Walk through with an Ubuntu distribution. What's that? Is it really worth the money so far? Not really. Digital forensics, mildly interesting. And if you're really into digital forensics, and most of us aren't. Command line Linux, yeah, maybe. Firefox, yeah, okay. Not entirely quite sure what Firefox translation is, but there we are. Bit about artificial intelligence, and we already know that artificial intelligence is basically large language model gone bad. Okay, what have we got? Programming snapshot, go location. Oh, use a simple terminal program in Go for a live tracking session. Okay, well, that's for online stuff. Nothing really all that exciting for somebody like me that works off grid. Oh, Raspberry Pi 5. Something about no operating system. Okay, interesting. A little bit of makerspace. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Fortunately, there's no adverts. Oh, that must be the DVD. I do have a DVD reader. I just haven't used it. PCB design. Yeah, that could be interesting. That could be worthwhile. I'm just flipping through this right now. Is it really worth the money I paid for it? I'm not 100% sure. There are a couple of things in it that are worth looking at, but a lot of it is very hum-ho and not that great. And wallpaper map. And they want you to subscribe. I never subscribe to anything. I wouldn't subscribe to the human race if I had to. Yeah, except from video metadata. I didn't know videos had metadata, but no reason why they shouldn't. Doesn't surprise me. Write articles for us. Yeah, okay. I don't think so. Well, that was how much was that? Let me see. Oh, God blimey, how much was that? Let's see. Done. $16.99. Ha! Okay. Well, what about this one? This one looks a bit more promising. This is actually a Maker magazine. And woodcraft, yeah, that's good. Oh, this is a little bit more interesting because it's got Maker, different kinds of stuff. It's got physical stuff, physical stuff as well as software and robots, and it's kind of interesting. it is perhaps not quite the kind of stuff that I do. 3D printer, yeah, well, we've already found out that 3D printers won't work in my off-grid application. So, yeah, we'll look at these magazines. Yeah, yeah, there are EMF audio amplifier. Yeah, there are a few things there that that are worth looking at. And I'm not really that interested. Oh, yeah, let's make a case for a flipper zero. Okay. Yeah, again, this is an interesting little magazine. It tries to cover everything. And how much is this? Oh, $14.99. Okay, so there's $21. No, $31 that I won't get back. What about the Magpie? And that, oh, it's got one of those crappy little robots from China made out of pressed plastic. Yeah, interesting. Camera module projects, get to know your cameras. Yeah, this does look a Morse code transmitter program. How many times have we done Morse code? And I've written several. Yeah, that actually looks a lot more like what I do, even though it's Raspberry Pi and not Arduino or ESP32. How much was this? $16.25. Was that worth it? I think that was worth it. What about this one? Linux format. How much was it, out of curiosity? Do we have a price on it? Oh, yes, we do. And let us see that price. And it seems to be so small I can't read it even with my glasses on. So let me look at with my magnifier. $18.50. Woo-wee! These folks really think they're something, don't they? And yeah, I'm going to quickly flip through it. Oh God, games. Ugh. Okay. Now, the Pi user bit, that looks a bit more interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, you can. I think I can see why I don't buy magazines. This one, the Magpie, seems to be pretty decent. This Make magazine, it's almost there. It's not quite. This is more about crafts than anything else from what I've seen. So, yeah, I'm going to say that there's $72 there that I won't get back. It was well worth buying them to have a flip through. I'll probably go through them a bit more thoroughly because I haven't really read them. I've just scanned through them right now. But yeah, if I was to buy a magazine, it would be something like this Magpie magazine. If I bought a magazine, this thing, that's a close second. The two Linux magazines, although I use Linux every day, although I have 3 laptops using Linux and a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus as a desktop running Linux, the Linux magazines aren't really that great. I'm gonna have to say that this Raspberry Pi magazine is about the best. I could wish there was an Arduino and an ESP32 magazine, but I didn't see any on the shelves. To be honest, those are the only computer magazines I saw on the shelves. That was when I went to Barnes & Noble, about 2 weeks ago, last week, week before, something like that. Anyway, so there we go, magazine review.